What I want you to do next is go ahead and flip your paper. We are going to continue practicing drawing with lines. So on the back of the paper, we are going to be making a very simple drawing, but it's going to incorporate all the different types of lines that we learned about in the previous lesson. So we're gonna go ahead and get started by using structural lines. Remember, structural lines are what help us guide us with proportion of our drawing. It's going to help us keep the structure of a drawing together. So we have our structural lines right there. Maybe I'll add another one right here and another one right there. And we're making a very simple drawing of a mug. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 dots right here, 1 and 2. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to be make a oval shape. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to connect this dot to this one like this, using a curved line. Again, remember, our structural lines are there to guide us, so we can know where the proportions for drawing are, where we want our drawing to end, where we want our drawing to start. All right, so this is my oval shape, and I'm going to be making a drawing of a mug, just a little simple mug. So what I want to do, I have the top already, and I want to do the same thing on the bottom. So I'm going to copy this curved line right here, and I'm going to bring it right here. So just go ahead and start drawing right there. All right. Okay, so I have my structure lines. Now I'm going to make an outline. And I'm going to go over my lines with my marker. This is my outline. Remember, the outline is just a drawing of the outer edge of an object. In this case, it's a mug. Again, this is just practice, so it doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as you get the idea. Now, this doesn't look very much like a mug yet, right? It looks just like a cylinder. So to make it look like a mug, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little handle on the side. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're just practicing. So there you go. It's my little mug. Now let's add more detail. I always like to add a little hint of a background. We don't have to do an entire background for this particular drawing because we're just practicing. But one thing that I like to do is just add a little horizon line. The horizon line is the line that divides the ground or wherever surface your object is sitting on. In this case, maybe a table, maybe a counter, and then the sky or the background. All right, so here I have just a little hint of a background. Now my mug looks like it's sitting on something rather than just floating in space. All right, so here we have our simple little mug. It's just an outline so far. Now let's go ahead and start adding a little bit more dimension to our mug. So let's add some contour lines. Remember, contour lines, they help define the object, the shape of the object. So it makes it look a little bit more three-dimensional. Here I am going to use some curved lines, following this line right here and that one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and making them gently curve. And this is going to help me to give me some shading as well. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing to the little handle. All right. Now let's go ahead and make this shadow a little bit darker. And I'm gonna do that just by adding more lines like this. We can go even darker if we want. All right. Now let's add some more detail. Let's make the coffee inside the coffee mug black. Now we don't have to make it super black. You make it whatever, as dark as you want. But I do want it to be pretty dark, so I'm going to go ahead and do hatching with lines very close to each other. There you go. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and add some sketch lines just to add some more detail. And by that, all I mean is we're gonna add a little shadow right here. Make it a little bit darker. And now the only thing that we haven't incorporated yet is our movement lines or our gesture lines. So the way I'm going to incorporate them into this drawing is by drawing steam coming out of the coffee mug. This way it looks, or it gives the illusion that the liquid inside the mug is pretty hot, and it's giving you the illusion of movement. All right, so there you have it. It's a very simple drawing, but it incorporates all the different types of lines that we learned about in the previous lesson, and it also incorporates both hatching and cross hatching.